Welcome to another StereoPhoto Maker tutorial. This time we're going to talk about adding text to images in StereoPhoto Maker. Let me show you a couple of the things that you can do with this. There are lots of things that it makes possible. So we're going to open an image, this one, and we go to Edit, Add Text to add text. Now, you can place the text a number of places based on the text position thing here. You can make it like left justified at the upper corner, left justified at the lower corner, centered in the middle or the up at the top or the bottom, right justified at the top or the bottom. I'm going to fill in 0 for the depth there. You can change the depth as needed. Um, right now, I have use text zone on. I'll show you what it looks like without that. So without that, you get the text is going to actually be on the photo, which we'll talk about a little more in a minute. But that's useful for titles. Normally, for a title, you would say click this to put the text nearer the top to start with. But we're going to go with adding a caption at the bottom of the image in a black stripe called a text zone. So if I check text zone, it's added a black stripe to the bottom. You can change the height of that stripe with this zone height button, and you can change the zone height color here. If you click on select, you get a color picker. Have it set to black, and you can change the size of the font here. This size is not in points, it's, I think, in pixels. And you can change the font. Right now, it's set to be Arial and bold and 45 pixels. As mentioned, you can change the depth. Normally, the text will be at the level of the window, and it is a general thing for captions like this, that's probably where you want it. You can add a drop shadow, you can change the text color if it doesn't, harmonize well with your text zone color. And of course, you can change the text. We'll say, and if you click OK, it gets added to the photo. And if you save it, it'll be there. If you realize that you don't like how it looks in the end, you can do edit, undo, and that gets rid of the add text. You can always go back, and it actually remembers what you entered in the dialog the last time. So you go to edit, add text, and there we are again. I could have put it there, I could have put it here, but I like it centered for this application. So rather than redo this, let's go back and make this into a title slide. So again, we go to Edit, Add Text, and instead of having that black stripe at the bottom, we're going to get rid of the text zone. We have our title here. It's on top of the image. In general, for a title, you would probably want to start it closer to the top. So I click to make it centered at the top, and let's enter title. Obviously, this is a pretty small font for this purpose. So let's go to, say, 150. And then it's a little close to the top edge for my taste, but you can change that with an X offset. Let's make that 100, say. It might be a little much. Let's go 75. And you can add things in multiple lines. So by doing add text multiple times. So, if I wanted to do war and peace, I could do it all in one go, or I could do, say, war space, second line and third line piece at the bottom. So, I could just hit OK, and then it would show up this way. But just to show you one of the more elaborate things you can do, we'll get rid of that by doing an undo. go back to edit, add text, and we'll just start off with war. We've got our X offset, sorry, Y offset at 75, and the depth is at 0, so it's at the window, and we're centered at the top. So I click OK, and I can add text again. So this is not terribly WYSIWYG. You can't really drag and drop the text, but you can always change it later. So I'm putting the middle part of the title in here as and in order to make it not overlap, I need to increase the Y offset. Let's say 150. That's not enough. 200. So this is sort of a matter of taste. You could probably do a little um, calculation here to see what you prefer aesthetically. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. So there's and as 275. Now you can make the different separate lines at different depths. Um, so I'm going to try playing with the depth number here. Positive values go out of the screen, negative values go into the screen. I'm going to put this a little bit further back. So we'll put that at like, say, 7 pixels further in depth. And I'll click OK. So now if you view this with a viewer, you'll see that that's a little ways into the picture. And then we can add yet another line, this final line of our title, add, say, peace. And let's try that at 350, not enough, 400, 450, 500. Yeah, let's go 475. So that's not too bad. And well, we can put that even a little bit further into the image than the and part. So what the heck, let's go, oops, I'm going the wrong direction there. It was -7 to start with. Let's go -11. Or, well, let's go a little, let's go to -12. Click OK. And now if you look at this in a viewer, you can see that peace is a little bit further back yet. So that's how you can add titles, and there's lots of other options in here. You can change the angle of the text using that slider. Um, you can improve the looks possibly slightly by clicking on the anti-alias. As mentioned, you can use a drop shadow. Let's just try that there. For example, if I click on that, you can see now I've got a drop shadow in the color selected there. So yeah, there's lots of things you can do with this, and rather than add that again, we'll wrap it up, and I could easily save this. And that's all you need to know to start anyway with adding text. So play with it, and I'm sure you'll have something aesthetically more interesting than what I've done. Well, anyway, thanks for watching.